Pankow, Berlin's largest district, home to almost 425,000 people and one of the most sought-after property markets in the city. No other Berlin district has bigger price differences within the same postal code. If you treat Pankow as one single market, you'll make the wrong decisions, whether you're buying, selling, or investing. This is your Pankow market update for August 2026 from New Living Immobilien, Berlin's trusted real estate experts. Pankow is really 3 markets in one. Zone 1, Prenzlauer Berg, the flagship. Pre-war Altbau buildings, strong demand from families and double-income households. Existing apartments average just under 6,900 euros per square meter. In absolute prime spots, around the Wasserturm, along Prenzlauer Allee, freshly renovated units reach 8,000 to 9,500. Zone 2, Weissensee and Pankow-Mitte. Quieter, greener, more affordable. Existing apartments trade between 4,800 and 5,500 euros per square meter. Berlin Altbau quality, without the Prenzlauer Berg price tag. Zone 3, the northern edge, Buch, Karow, Französisch Buchholz. This is where most of the new construction happens. New builds start around 5,200 euros per square meter, with far more space for your money. Townhouses, larger apartments. Things that simply don't exist in Prenzlauer Berg. District-wide, existing apartments currently average 6,100 to 6,200 euros per square meter, based on actual transaction data. At the peak in 2022, it was over 7,000, so the correction has happened, roughly 10 to 15%, and prices have stabilized since. What we see in practice is a 2-tier market. Well-cut apartments renovated after 2010, close to the S-Bahn. Those sell within 2 to 4 weeks. Ground floor units, poor energy ratings, awkward 70s floor plans. Those sit. Buyers today are selective. And honestly, that's healthy. One factor many people underestimate: energy efficiency. Apartments rated F, G, or H currently sell at a discount of 10 to 20% compared to renovated equivalents. That can be an opportunity if you price in the renovation from day one. A typical energy retrofit in Berlin costs between 400 and 800 euros per square meter. That's not small change. Mortgage rates currently sit at 3.4 to 3.9% for 10-year loans. Here's what that means in practice. An 80 square meter apartment in Prenzlauer Berg. Purchase price around 552,000 euros. With 20% down and a rate of 3.6% plus 2% repayment, you're looking at about 2,060 euros per month, plus building fees. All in, 2,300 to 2,600 euros monthly. As a rule of thumb, total housing costs shouldn't exceed 35% of net household income. And one piece of advice: get your financing confirmed before the first viewing. In Pankow, attractive properties don't wait. On the rental side, asking rents average around 13 euros 40 per square meter across the district, and almost 16 euros in Prenzlauer Berg, which puts it among the most expensive rental locations in the entire city. Vacancy risk is close to zero, and asking rents have risen over 20% since 2022. For investors, gross rental yields of 3 to 4% are realistic in good locations, and up to 4.5% in Weissensee, where purchase prices are lower. Pankow doesn't offer high yields. It offers reliability. So what would we buy in Pankow right now? For owner-occupiers with a mid-range budget, Weissensee and Pankow-Mitte. 70 to 90 square meters, energy class C or better, with a balcony. Budget 380 to 480,000 euros. For families who need space, Karow and Buch. New townhouses, 120 to 150 square meters, with a garden and a direct S-Bahn ride to Mitte in about 25 minutes. For investors, Altbau apartments in Weissensee with renovation potential. 4 to 4.5% gross yield, plus the value gain after refurbishment. And one clear warning: stay away from ground floor units without special features. In a selective market, that's the weakest segment. Our outlook for the next 12 months, stable to slightly rising prices in good locations. The fundamentals are intact of China indeed, and by 2030 the district is short around 39,500 homes. If the ECB keeps cutting rates toward 2.5% to 3%, additional buying power will hit this market. And prices will respond. Pankow is complex, and that's exactly what makes it interesting. If you'd like to know what your Berlin property is worth, we'll assess it free of charge. Realistic, transparent, and personal. All the links are in the description. Subscribe so you never miss a market update. New Living Immobilien. Best real estate done right.